highlighting our annual journalism trips as students of Uganda-Mbarara University who do journalism. We had our first trip in Mbarara this 2025, and our first stop was at Radio Maria. Father Fidelis Betungura, the director, will come dance, as you can see in the photo. The next stop was at Igongo Cultural Center. You can see we had just arrived at the center. You can see and now it was time to set out of the bus and try to check around the place, trying to check the beautiful place. This place is too extra beautiful, I'm telling you, with a lot to learn about culture and everything. Esther Uyo, that's our class coordinator. Full of vibe. Mulaba Uyo. Yeah, we got into there and dived. Now we started now with the vibe. Who is that? Hey, who is that? That's Felix. Felix. That's one of our students, and he was one of us, and you can see enjoying the vibe, enjoying the environment. The next step was now diving into the tours now. Touring and checking what they have in the cultural center or the museum. They have the museum, and the museum is equipped with traditional arts and crafts, cultural equipments, cultural materials for the Ankole kingdom. The oldest materials they use it in the kingdom Ankole, not only in the kingdom but Ankole, if you can just hear. Those are some of the things we found in the museum. The history, literature portraying the history, the journey, how the kingdom moved, how the whole region moved, how Banyankore used it to be, how marriage used it to be, everything that is music, mikuri, and that seems to be a float, float. When we go to the English language, the current music or whatever. That is sister with one of us, Madam Barbara. The team is there now. Hey, we even dived at CROOZE FM. Very many media houses we checked in. CROOZE FM. We went to Radio West, TV West. Went to UBC West. One of the funniest things that we found there, but real, is one of the quotes you can see. They are saying that no cows, no banana plantations, no wife. That is one of the oldest quotes, or one of the oldest sayings of the Banyankore, that when you don't have a banana plantations, if you don't have cows, then you don't deserve a wife, you don't deserve to marry. And that is cultural. I don't know whether it is still living up to now, but it was serious those days. I don't know. And that is one of the oldest people, oldest Banyankore, and it's called Isheka Tabazi. Huyo bamulabe awone tuyigira terevu tukyalambula olwo. We are still touring. Your first family, Janet Museveni and the president. I think they're the ones who launched this place, who opened it officially. That is the map of the whole of Ankole. The map that cuts across all the region, Ankole region. The places. We had to tour and we were inside there. Ankole and Uganda, actually, and that is the map of the place, of the venue of Igongo Cultural Center. We dived in and tried to check about the old things and old materials, and you can see some of them. Sister is there, we are there. You can see, you're going to see beautiful things, beautiful old and extraordinary things inside there. We dived in, and those are some of the musical instruments. The oldest communication means that is a fiddle. You see, those are baskets, and others. You can see bananas, different types of bananas, a poche, and so on and so forth. You'll still see more. there we are posing. There is, if you can remember, in those days before the coming of milling machines, where we take maize or sorghum or millet for milling, we used to use that. And you can see the activity taking place there. The lady is trying to grind the millet. You can see. You see, try to see the lady. Do you still do that currently in your cultures, or it died off? But I'm sure it is dying off sincerely, because myself we used to do it. But currently I no longer see those things. When we have millet or sorghum, we run to a milling machine and try to grind and make flour out of those things. But it was very beautiful in those days. And that is a portrait of an Ankole household. How a traditional Ankole household is supposed to be, how it was. You can see the setup. Currently to Zimba skyscrapers, that's what we are trying to admire. But I think this was beautiful, and we miss it currently, because it is rare to find such a house. When they see you having such a house, they say you're poor. Forgetting that this is our culture and we need to embrace it. Doesn't mean you're poor, but that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, maybe because of modernity and things are changing, and we don't know. We can't refuse to change. We have to change with what is happening. Yeah. Some of the musical instruments, that's a drum, the flute, traditional flutes. You can see there too. What is that? Obushubuzi or trade, call it a trade. So these are some of the things that explaining trade. You can see the coins, the traditional coins, the oldest coins and notes that Uganda has used ever since. You can see the last note here somewhere down. This one I think I've ever touched also. One of the currencies I've ever used, and those are some of the things used during marriage. You can see in the Ankole marriage and Ankole cultural marriage, that's what they do. And if you have ever attended one, then you can be able to understand these things. And they have different purposes. They serve different purposes. The way you see them, they are one for keeping water, another one for keeping porridge, another one for keeping milk, others for baking milk and all that, and then others for making cow ghee, so on. I try to we learned a lot sincerely, because this place is well equipped. It has a lot to learn. Those are some of the things that ways how people used to worship during those days. Abachwezi, okuraguza, going to the witch doctors and all that. You have to take a white hen or a white lamb, black lamb or white lamb, something like that. Yeah, so currently it changed after the coming of missionaries. We have to go to churches and all that. However much, there are still people who still have those things, and they still go to their gods and witchcraft. And we don't need to blame them, because it is part of culture and they are still maintaining the culture. Those are some of the kings, Abagabe Bankore, the kings who have been who have led Ankole kingdom ever since it existed. And most of them died. May their souls rest in peace. You can see Omugabe Sir Charles Gasyongo the second. You can see even Buganda is listed here as one of the kingdoms. We have Ankole, Buganda, Toro, and Bunyoro Kitara. Those are the kingdoms we have, and you can see all of them are related here and their kings. Your detail is there. You guys, if when you get time, please try to check in there. That place is well equipped, and you can learn a lot of history documented there. Everything is kept there. That place is very, very, very equipped and has a lot to learn. Bajendanwa I don't know what it means. Yeah. Those are the oldest communication means, the drums and so on, the fireplaces. Abagabe n'enganzi za Nkole, the kings and the heirs of Nkole, I think the oldest kings. And Abagabe, you can see Nuambaguta. A lot of history here, and we learned a lot. Sincerely, we learned a lot. Abagabe n'enganzi, that is the kings and prime ministers of the kingdom. Yeah, I've learned it. Yeah, you can see that there. If you want to read details, you'll try to pause the video and try to read details and exhaust them. Yeah, I captured it all. Secretaries General of Kigezi, abahandiki bakuru. In those days, babo mbalabe. There. We dived a lot of history, a lot of detail inside there. A lot of history inside there. Okuyija kw'obukristaayo, the coming of the Anglican Church or the Anglican religion. You can see Canon Yoweri Maningwire, something like that. Right Reverend Kosia Sharita, Bishop Enos Vetungura. You can see those are the oldest people who have been religious leaders in Ankole and Kigezi. They are showing us the distance, or the similarities, or the differences, or the journey Ankole has moved, Kigezi has moved from traditionalism to modernity, from the old days of worship to the current days of worship, the coming of religion. And lastly, they were entertained by these people. They were doing their rehearsal. We found them there doing rehearsal, and they gave us a band. They entertained us. You can see They gave us very, very big entertainment, and that was the last part. As we were trying to say bye to this place, trying to get back to campus. You can see the team is there. Babo banamaulire, babo Jimmy Kutesa, babo na Sazi Hamidu, babo uyo Kevina, babo Oli and Damali. Yeah, the whole team was there enjoying the entertainment and trying to get set to travel back to Nkozi. Yeah, you can see the entertainment was demure, was very nice. And that was their coach. It was a very nice cultural drama there, entertaining. Very, very nice entertainment there.